In this Create Sell Bank module, we're going to go over the basics of a product. A product is an object or assembly of objects that is intended to satisfy the needs of users. And those users are typically called consumers. A great quote is, people don't want a drill. They want a hole in the wall so they can hang their pictures and make their place more home-like. So think about that. Now, millions and millions of products already exist, and you can make money buying customers for these pre-existing products if you can match their user needs with the product features. And for each product that you want to sell, determine what are the user stories that are like the drill quote. What user need is being addressed by the product? And sometimes it's multiple needs. And what are the characteristics of the customer that will buy this product? And in Create Sell Bank, you're going to learn how to find many types of product bestsellers in multiple categories on multiple platforms and set up an e-commerce store to be able to sell these products. So purchase an off-the-shelf product or develop a new product. This comes up time and time again. And there will be times when a pre-existing product will not satisfy the user needs. This means you or your team or some other team will have to develop a product. Now, you can oftentimes go to a manufacturer and say, hey, could you do this? And if there's a sizable market, they'll be able to go off and modify their tooling and create that product. Now, I've been in product development for 40 years. I've developed hundreds of products that have been user tested, manufactured, shipped, and supported. Again, I'm just bringing up, never forget the support that goes on. And even one of the lessons learned is even developing simple products is difficult and takes much more time, money, and staffing than you think. And it really has more than we have time together in Create Sell Bank. We probably need a 3-semester course to have a shot at being able to develop products. So instead of developing products, we'll be focusing on selecting off-the-shelf and or customizable off-the-shelf products that have affiliate programs or products from customers that enable you to relabel them as your own product and sell them under your own brand. So here's some Amazon product bestsellers. And you can see that, there's toys and games, electronics, camera and photo, and it just keeps going on. Video games, books, clothing, shoes, and jewelry. And you can see the top 3 sellers. Now, Amazon doesn't tell you how many are sold and what's the gross margins and things like that, but you're going to have to do some more research. But let's say you're in the toys and games. You're just passionate about it. You're good at it. You see some needs, and you look at this Crayola washable kids paint. That's number 1. A lot of positive reviews. Play-Doh party bag dough. Oh yeah, that looks great, but it's selling a lot. So you can find out products, and this is just a quick peek. We're going to go into that more. So here's some of the top sellers on Amazon. The Alexa TV remote, the Echo Dot, the smart speaker for it. Fujifilm has both the Instax mini film and the Instax camera. Instant Pot, $10 and $20 PlayStation Store gift cards, and the Donkey Kong Nintendo Switch game. There it is shown down there. So what user needs do you think these products exist? Think about that for a sec. Go back here and think about these bestsellers. What are the needs? Because somebody developed the product to satisfy a need. And if you can identify that need, that's very, very important. So let's look at some historical products. In the late 1800s, Ralph Waldo Emerson is attributed writing the following about innovation: build a better mousetrap and the world will beat a path to your door. Well, that's not actually what he said, but we're just going to leave it that, that's it. But what was the user need he was referring to? In his time, rodents, the mice and rats, were a big problem, and they facilitated spreading disease. The mice and rat population needed control. Designing mousetraps became necessary. Building better mousetraps was a goal. So the first patented mousetrap was US patent number 221320, and it was awarded in November of 1879 to James M. Keep. Now, Keep innovated to address a user group's need. Previous mousetraps and rat traps did not kill the animal, it only captured it for later release. And Keep's idea was to develop a spring-loaded device that would quickly kill the rodents. So you can look up Keep's mousetrap, the 221320, using the United States Patent and Trademark Office's search engine, located at https //uspto.gov. Very, very, very important hyperlink. Type it in, bookmark it, and you're going to search PDF image patents. And I'm going to go back because right above that is search the full text of patents since 1976. That's as far back as they've gotten where you can do keyword searches. This is just images prior to that. And, you can do US full patents where you type in the 0221-320. Now you have to put in that leading zero because you got to have 7 numeric characters there, and see what you get. There it is, 3-page patent. And it's cool. Look at that. Look at that image. And there's the write-up of that. Now, there were all sorts of safety problems. Here it is. Look at that thing. It was tough to set. It would snap shut unexpectedly, and the sharp teeth were a cut hazard. So people were getting, chopped up trying to kill rats and mice. And that really wasn't good, but nonetheless, that's it. So Hooker in 1894, Atkinson in 1898, and Mast in 1899 all improved on Keep's design and were awarded patents. Now, the USPTO has issued over 4,400 mousetrap patents. And this is something I found astonishing. Over 400 mousetrap patents are applied for each year. So anyways, very, very interesting. So just a key thing, I said, do your patent searches on uspto.gov. Don't do search using patents.google.com because that goes into Google and they know what you're searching for, and you don't necessarily, they know who you are and they know what you're searching for, and that is something you might want to keep private. So use either uspto.gov or duckduckgo.com to protect your intellectual property. And you can search both applications and granted patents and trademarks and other things using keywords. More on that later. So, what causes a new product to succeed or fail? Harvard Business School professor Clayton Christensen, each year, he says more than 30,000 new consumer products are launched annually, and 95% of them fail. So that means 1,500 of the 30,000 products launched each year have some success in the market. So here it is. There's 30,000, and on the left, 28,500 fail in red, and the green, 1,500 succeed. Now, there's so many reasons for that. Um, and, let's look at some success criteria. Products must solve real problems. And that's something that, maybe those 28,500 didn't solve any problems except in the inventor's head. Adopt a custom product development methodology. This is really important. So you make sure you think about all the things that you need to, the safety, the reliability, the cost. Nail down the key assumptions from the beginning. Because if you go through and you try to change these assumptions as you're developing the product, it can just increase the cost and the development time. And make sure that who you're designing this for, your user group, your stakeholders, that you do coordination with them. And then take a long range view of your product roadmap. Okay, so you got one product. What's coming next? What's coming next? Because if you know the subsequent products, you can design what's called hooks into your current product so that you can snap on additional features and various things like that. It's called making your product extensible. And then have an appropriate cadence so that you know when things are going to get done. And this is the link to those particular criteria. So I just want to go back. 28,500 fail out of 30,000. It's amazing, but I would hypothesize that the 1,500 that do succeed follow these 6-step criteria very, 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 very closely. So that's been a short module on the basics of a product. Thank you.